I'm sorry, Mr. President, I just don't agree that you were powerless to create this task force. But this
I
particular...
have not read the affidavit so that I would not be in a position to correctly really to respond to your question. I am at a loss kasi
Hindi
ikaw
talaga,
yung may
no?
hawak ng... So you are now trying to investigate me. Para kang investigador, that affidavit, and you're trying to exact an answer from me. Pagka ganon, maghinto tayo dito. That is not proper.
Mr.
That
President,
is not fair.
Uh-huh.
You know, even if they exist, why would I tell you the names now to you? Ang tingin mo sa akin, stupido?
Danagan, Balita News Update.
Well, welcome back na naman ho mga kabalitaan sa ating palatuntunan. Reaction video ho dito sa Danagan Balita YouTube channel. At nagbabalik na naman ho tayo upang magbigay na naman ng impormasyon, kaganapan ho. Kahapon, diyan mga kabalitaan sa Kongreso. Ayun nga, dami nang nagtatanong ni Tatay Digong Duterte, pero lahat ay nasagot niyo ho. Kaya kung bago pa lang ho kayo sa ating munting bahay, Danagan Balita YouTube channel, sa mga bagong salta, well, wala na kayong gagawin pa, subscribe na para lagi ho kayong updated sa mga kaganapan sa ating lipunan. At ngayon naman ho ay ating pakikinggan, talagang sinabun ho dito si Representative, yung rider representative si Rodrigo, hindi Rodrigo Duterte katukayo pala to ni President Duterte, si Rodrigo Gutierrez. Yun po, nakatikim ho ng kumbaga, sinermonan ho ito ni Tatay Digong Duterte. Dahil hindi nagustuhan yung tanong ni Gutierrez patungkol ho sa 7 katao di umano na miyembro ng Davao Death Squad. Ay gusto yata itong malaman kung sino-sino ho, abay pumagting yung tenga ni Tatay Digong Duterte. Napagalitan ho mga kabalitaan. So para makita nyo po, ito na po yung video at mag-enjoy lang ho kayo dyan while nagkakape kayo. Alright, so sisimulan na ho natin.
Mr. President, just a few more questions given the time constraint. Mr. President, I'd like to ask about yung 2016 meeting allegedly. And according to the testimony of Colonel Garma, you made a phone call to her asking about how to come up with a task force for the nationwide implementation of your supposed drug war. You mentioned earlier under questioning by Congressman Pimentel that Colonel Garma is lying, that you never had that conversation. And if I'm not mistaken, you said that she approached you with information as to drug suspects, and that, if I understand correctly, he called Leonardo to corroborate the same. Is that your statement, Mr. President?
Many times, hindi lang sila, lahat. Pero as to the statement of forming a unit, you cannot do that because that would be a violation of policy and law. Regulation. It is only the police, national police, who can create units and whatever units that they want. Ang mayor walang pakialam talaga. It's out of yung makautos lang siya to do something. But he can supervise the activities of the police by, requesting the assignment of people here and there. But you do not have the mayors now, the executives have no longer the control of the police.
Mr. President, just a clarification. This alleged meeting in 2016 was in preparation for the nationwide rollout of your drug war. You were no longer mayor, presidente na po kayo. And at this time, I believe that the PNP would be answerable to you. So it would definitely be within your powers to order the Chief PNP to create a special unit in the same way that the Chief PNP was answerable to you when you had him implement Oplan double barrel. So with that, Mr. President, seeing that it was within your power, if you willed it, that a task force be committed, that the task force be organized, it is very much possible po that you called Lieutenant Garma asking how to formulate this thing. I'm sorry, Mr. President, I just don't agree that you were powerless to create this task force. For as far as this representation is concerned, it is well within your power. So with that, Mr. Chair, Mr. President, how do we reconcile now your statement that you never made that call to Garma to organize that task force when Lieutenant Garma Colonel Garma was able to give specific details about your call to her, about your meeting, in relation to finding a person to manage your drug war, in the person of Colonel Leonardo. This fact you stated on national television. I believe it was an interview with Attorney Panelo, in which you gave your reasoning for selecting someone of that religious affiliation. So, how can you say now, Mr. President, na hindi totoo yung affidavit ni Garma when there are bits and pieces of facts there that you yourself corroborated?
Bits and pieces naman kaya. It cannot be the whole of the affidavit that what's saying now. Hindi naman hindi ko maintindihan kung anong pinagsasabi niya.
But this
I
particular...
have not read the affidavit so that I would not be in a position to correctly really to respond to your question. I am at a loss kasi ikaw yung may hawak ng... So you are now trying to investigate me. Para kang investigador. Yung may hawak ka ng affidavit dyan, executed by another person, and you're trying to confront me with the statements made in that affidavit, and you're trying to exact an answer from me. Pagka ganon, maghinto tayo dito. That is not proper.
Mr.
That
President.
is not fair.
Ano
Mr. President, we're not...
Hindi. Titindig ako dito.
Tingnan nyo guys, believe sana ako nito ni Gutierrez kasi kagalang-galang ho at magaling ho talaga tong mamang to, yung tong representative ng One Rider party list. Magaling ho ito talagang believe ako, bata pa ito. Parang 34 years old, 35 years old pa yata, pero may nagawa na ho, lingkod bayan na ho. Pero pag ganito ho yung usapin, ay talagang hindi ho tutugma yung pinaniniwalaan ho natin dito mga kabalitaan. Kasi nga, alam naman ho natin, talagang job demolition na ho ito, paninira, politically motivated, at kung ano-ano pa mga kabalitaan. Kaya nainit si Tatay Digong at sinermonan. Kasi iniimbestigahan di ba? Yun ang para kala niya siguro madadala niya sa kanyang pasikot-sikot na mga sinasabi, tanong. Wala na, kahit hindi pa siya nagtatanong, alam na ho ni Tatay Digong kung saan patutunguhan yung mga sinasabi niya dito mga kabalitaan. Tuloy ho tayo, maganda ho ito, panoorin nyo kung ano po yung masasabi nyo dito sa batang ito.
Bigyan mo muna ako ng... Yung mga affidavit, basahin ko before I answer you.
Suspended, sir.
Sinuspend na nila, no? Kasi medyo medyo tumaas na yung boses ni Tatay Digong. Kasi iba si Tatay Digong, pag alam niya ho na mali yung mga tanong, talagang mabubuwis ito. Ikaw naman kung ikaw naman ang tatanungin ng mga ganun-ganung bagay, talagang foul na talaga. At hindi ho sa proper proper venue itong hearing na ito sa mga ganung katanungan. At ang mangyayari ho niyan ay magkakagulo ho talaga.
Mr. Chairman.
Congressman Raj.
Mr. President, I will rephrase. Just to reiterate the context, this is not to confront you with the affidavit, but we want to reconfirm your statement with your interview with Attorney Panelo. Because Just for your information, Mr. President, we understand you do not have the affidavit now. But one of the bits and pieces that was relayed by Colonel Garma is that you contacted her looking for a person with a particular skill set and religious affiliation to help you manage and drive your drug war. Now, that fact you have corroborated in your interview with Attorney Panelo when you said that you were looking for a person of that religious affiliation because they are trustworthy with money. So I am now asking, Mr. President, with your corroboration in that interview, does that not jibe with what Colonel Garma is saying?
It does not jibe because I was looking for a particular person. Maybe a member of that sect, but it had to be one who has the brain and the balls to do the job.
So, Mr. President, if you were looking for a person to fill that position, what position did you have in mind? Was this your drug war czar?
No. May drug enforcement unit tayo sa gobyerno. It cannot be, they were there to just ask for an advice of how they would participate in the drug war. Hindi sila pwedeng mag-create ng unit because that is not allowed. It is only the police who can create a unit or a division. The mayors do not have that power.
Mr. President, I'm talking about this time you were already president po, no?
Yes.
So, you were in a power to create that position. I'll just go back to your statement po, no, Mr. President. You said you were looking for someone with the smarts and the balls, sorry for the language, you were looking for someone of that capacity. Now, according to Colonel Garma, you were looking for that person to manage your drug war. But you are saying now that it is not to manage your drug war because you couldn't create that position.
It's a statement. Do not bind me with your statement.
No, I'm now asking, Mr. President, about your statement. Why were you looking for someone with the brains and the capacity? Ano po yung job na, ano po yung trabaho na ibibigay mo po sana sa taong iyon?
Because drug money is Alam mo, that is why we are not succeeding because drug money is supporting the syndicate. Madali ang pera. Nagpibigay ng pera yan. Huwag na tayo magbulahan dito. Kaya tayo hindi nagsasucceed kasi ang money, madali ibenta sa mga bata. And, you know, they bribe. Hindi tayo magulihan na tayo kung sino ang guilty o kung sino ano. Nandito na tayo sa totoo. Huwag na tayo maglayo dyan sa totoo.
So, Mr. President, you are confirming that you were looking for someone to fill the shoes of a position related to the drug war because you are talking about drug money and how it corrupts people.
Yes, that is why.
So
that is why sinabi ko, Iglesia ni Cristo.
So, tama
kasi
po.
Ang Iglesia ni Cristo, normally, hindi mo talaga makorap. Hindi natatanggap ng pera, alam ko kasi mayor ako. You cannot easily corrupt a member of an Iglesia ni Cristo who is a policeman or soldier. Yan, that is the explanation.
Thank you for the clarification, Mr.
Yes,
President.
sir.
Mr. President, so in that case, tama po yung sinasabi ni Colonel Garma in which you were looking for a person of that sect with those qualities to man your drug war. It's correct.
It's not man.
To manage your...
It's not man because it's man, it's meaning in command. Dalawang tao lang yung pinag-isipan mo. There is a drug unit in every department. Ano ka man? They were there for an special operation. Gusto nila, they were proposing something because na may nalaman sila pumapasok dyan na droga dyan sa pier na yan. It is not creating a command because you cannot do that. It belongs to the police hierarchy, if you may. Walang power ang mayor dyan.
Thank you, Mr. President.
It was an operation. Sila yung nagsabi, meron kaming nalaman agad. O, sige. As mayor, I will support you. Why would I refuse? Kung may naglapit dito na police magsabi, sir, may nalaman kami nito ng ito, we need this support. Sinong mayor na hindi lalo na ako.
So, Mr. President,
Ako nga, pumapatay ng droga eh. Suporta pa sa police.
So, Mr. President, when you were looking for this person, in the person of Colonel Leonardo, although it was not to create a task force, it was for an operation which they were proposing. That is what you are telling us now, Mr.
Yes,
President.
because as sasabi ko, the corruption, madali. Madali sa law enforcement, corrupt. Kaya kailangan mo ang tao na ano. Sabi ko yung mga iglesia ni Cristo, hindi mo madali-dali yan mabili. That's the reason why.
Mr. President, this proposed operation, was this a nationwide scale drug operation?
No, I don't think so.
Would you
Parang ano lang nila yun, but I suppose that it was not on that scale. Maybe yung ano lang yung pasok labas na ano. For if it's an operation that you are asking as a drug syndicate, hindi.
Mr. President, I know we're pressed for time. Just one more question, if you would indulge. You mentioned in the Senate hearing that you had to seem to have a distinction. You had the DDS, as you said, that the media would portray.
Alright, so hinto muna natin to dito guys. So dito ho nagsimula yung paninermon talaga, yung totoong paninermon ni Tatay Digong Duterte sa bagitong kongresistang ito mga kabalitaan. Kasi nga hindi niya nagustuhan yung tono ng pananalita at pagtatanong ho nitong si Rodrigo Gutierrez. So ituloy ho natin ito mga kabalitaan.
Being the police, no? You mentioned some of your chief of police of Davao as being members of your death squad. But at another time you mentioned you had a personal death squad na hindi po kapulisan. You mentioned, I think at least you had 7 members here.
Well,
These
as mayor, I was fighting crime. I was fighting the insurgents. Remember na hindi mo lahat maano yung it's Mindanao. The insurgents were active, the criminals are active. You cannot utilize all the policemen there. You have to have some mga civilians who were there in the insurgency na napasok sa iyo. That's a complicated matter. Wag ka pumasok diyan, hindi mo alam yan eh. Yung police, iba yung trabaho nila, but there are activities there which you have to have men from galing sa kanila, galing sa mga nag-surrender. Hindi mo kasi alam, diretso lang yung istorya eh. That is why it is good. Mayroon tayo nito that I can clarify everything. Once and for all. Wala man akong tinago. Why would I form for what?
And I agree, Mr. President. We're here to clarify all of these
Yes,
facts.
I was responding to your question because, pardon me, it borders to sometimes, I will not use the word, it's sometimes a conclusion that borders into
Fiscal yan ha? Fiscal yan.
Well,
mayor ako, presidente ako, ganun ako gagago. You think?
Mr. President, my next question in relation to that was just the predicate, the premise po, no? Na you had a personal DDS.
Gago ako?
No, Mr. President. The question supposed to follow was that could you name those 7 people?
Ay,
Kung pwede niyo po ipangalan
sige.
yung
Makinig tayo mga
7
kabalitaan.
members ng DDS na yan po.
Members ng DDS,
Your personal civilian DDS, which you mentioned is apparently counter-insurgency force.
apparently, even if they exist, why would I tell you the names now to you? Ang tingin mo sa akin, stupido?
Sigang mo
Mr.
tao.
President, because we're in an investigation.
Tignan, because Mr. President, we're in investigation. We're an investigation. Pero yung mata na nagaganon. Gulat siya. Why would I tell you? Ipapahamak mo ba yung mga tao, yung pamilya ng mga taong yun? Ang laki yung mga mata ni Gutierrez. Tuloy tayo.
In aid of legislation, and we're ruling out that if they are in
Mag-legislate
relation
kayo.
to the drug war,
Huwag mo akong isali dyan because I would be putting the people in
pasinyas-sinyas mo.
danger. Yung inyong legislation, mine is law and order. We are far apart in our discussion dito. Biro mo, bigay mo yung pangalan mo, you put the family and the persons in danger.
Mr.
What's
President,
the proper question? Ganon?
Can you please rephrase your question, Congressman Gutierrez?
Mr. President, with all due respect, the question of identifying these members was to really look into the purpose because we're trying to differentiate now those that are within the bounds of law and those that are without in relation to the drug war.
I'm sure that it within the bounds of the law. And I take full responsibility. Huwag ka na maghanap ng iba. Ano yung 7-7 mo? Dito ka na lang tutok sa akin. Ilan ko pang beses sabihin sa inyo, I take full responsibility. If you think that it is illegal or wrong, go ahead and file the case. I
7-7,
would be
ha?
happy.
Ano?
Thank you,
Bakit pa tayo rito mag-drama niya?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Nawala yung
I had
talino
a
eh.
few more questions, but given the time constraint, I will
Surinder.
yield to other interpreters. Maraming salamat po, President.
Palakpak muna tayo kay
Come to
Tatay
coffee
Digong Be.
and I will tell you everything.
Thank you.
Galing talaga ni Tatay Digong. Bilib na bilib ako. Nawala yung yung pagkatalino ni Gutierrez, mga kabalitaan. Imagine mo, muntik na makalusot yung tinanong na. Akala na siguro, mabibrainwash na si former President Rodrigo Duterte. What do you think of me? Am I gago? Gago ba ako? Ipapahamak mo pa yung pamilya ng 7 taong yon? Gumawa kayo ng sarili niyong legislation. Akala ko andun na eh. Akala ko makakalusot na ni Tatay Digong. Pero in fairness po sa mamang yun, talagang hindi ko naman talaga iniidolo. Pero parang siya eh. At marunong talaga. Pero sa galing nito, sa talino nito, hindi pa rin. Hindi umubra sa talino ni Tatay Digong Duterte. Matindi. Munti ka na. Akala ko sasabihin na niya eh na tinatanong niya about DDS, about the 7-person, civilian na DDS member, mga kabalitaan. Buti nga, nakakambyo agad si Tatay Digong. Ano akala mo sa akin? Ba't mo sasabihin? Ba't parang inimbestigahan mo na ako dito? So ayun mga kabalitaan, ito yung pinapakita ko sa inyo talagang nasermonan ho itong si Rodrigo Gutierrez. Nakita nyo na po kung paano nilampaso sila ni Tatay Digong Duterte. Pakindat-kindat pa si Gutierrez, pag ganun-ganun pa eh. Akala na siguro makakalusot na. Ang kinikindatan niya itong si Bullstar Fernandez. So akala siguro makakalusot itong mga ulupong na ito, wala. So goodbye. Kaya nung narinig niya na yung paninirmo ni Tatay Digong Duterte sa kanya, ang ginawa ho niya, umatras. Hindi na ho nagbigay hindi ho na nagtatanong. Sabi niya, ibibigay niya, may oras pa sana siya, ibibigay niya lang niya yung oras niya sa iba pang gustong magtanong kay Tatay Digong Duterte. Pahiya na naman itong bagitong kongresista, yung Young Guns? Yun ba yung tawag? Young Guns? Ah. Ay, pero magaling to. Magaling. May future itong si Gutierrez. Basta pupunta ho siya sa tamang daan. Hindi ho siya sasakay sa mga buayang politiko sa Kongreso. Kasi pag nagkataon na siya ay parang nalason sa virus ng mga buhayang ito, baka makagat to at magiging buhaya rin, nako, walang future to sa politika. Pero kung totoo ho itong maglilingkod sa ating bayan, gaya ni Vice President Sara Duterte, Mayor Duterte, Baste Duterte, yung mga Duterte, nila Marcoleta, sino pa? Belgica. Pag ito ay nagiging ganito ho yung pag-iisip nito, malaking future ho ito dito sa politika ho sa ating bansa. Kaya hanggang dito na lang. Maraming salamat. Napanood nyo na po at nakita nyo na. So comment down below kung ano po yung masasabi nyo patungkol sa paninirmon ho ni Tatay Digong Duterte sa bagitong si One Rider Party List. Sino ba yun? Rodrigo Gutierrez, mga kabalitaan. Kaya sa mga bagong salta, mga bagong nanonood pa sa ating YouTube channel, lahat ng mga OFW, welcome ho kayo dito kahit saang lupalop ng ating bansa, basta Pilipino. Subscribe na para laging updated sa mga kaganapan sa ating lipunan. Ako'y magpapaalam na po. Matsalam sa inyo. Magandang araw, magandang gabi, magandang umaga, tanghali sa mga sulok ng ating mundo. To God be the glory. Peace out.